During the course of the 2 years that we've put this company together, there have been significant changes within the NHS which have a bearing upon a whole range of issues that I want to now pick up. So, in terms of the new NHS terrain, established in April 2013 with the changes to the way in which services were to be commissioned, the reality is, working with organisations on the ground, this system has taken a very, very long time to settle. The system is seen by many to be very, very complicated. It's already having a series of corrective measures taken, and I was involved in an implementation group that the Cabinet Office was running 3 weeks ago in London, looking at some of the issues that have come out over the last year in terms of new organisations. They call them challenger businesses, being able to operate in and with the NHS. They've recognised that the new system has, in many cases, frozen out a lot of potentially new organisations that might want to work with and in the NHS. Another thing that's happened with this change in terrain isn't just that people have been moved around. That's the impression that you get, is that people have just been moved around. There have been significant, what I call network wiring issues. People that have been working with people and know people, and all those interactions that are kind of soft, that are in the system, have been heavily disrupted by the changes, the organisational changes that have taken place. The new organisational structures that have been set up have, in many cases, struggled to try to find their place in this new terrain. There are lots and lots of examples from going around the country, talking to people about these new structures and other structures that have been put in place to replace structures that have been removed, finding that actually a lot of organisations are just taking their time to sit back and wait to see how this new system will work. But the system's now well over a year old. And I think there's another issue in all of this, which is the NHS is seen almost like a closed system, that it doesn't have relationships with other important areas of public activity, economic activity. So this is the Department of Health's explanation for the new system. I think it's great because it shows things as being very, very simple, very easy. The interrelationships are clearly there. But if I show you now that relationship, or sets of relationships, this is for Somerset. This is a population base of about 525,000 people live in that area. But this is the network within health that's managing that health budget. And obviously, again, going back to the point I was making about this being all of these things always being seen to be a closed system, there is no interrelationship then with other organisations that sit around that. But it gives you a sense of the complexity that resides at very local levels in terms of making sense of health and the delivery of health.